MD5356 Oscar Sheppard AV report. Growing up and living in rural West Wales means a lot of space and a lack of any decent public transport, so having a car is pretty much essential. The perks, though, are that the beach is a 15-minute drive in one direction, and in the other direction is the mountains, and in between is a lot of fields. Recent restrictions in movement and implementation of new guidelines on social distancing due to coronavirus outbreak meant that universities closed their campuses and collaboration became more difficult. So I decided to capture the content by recording videos on my mobile while sticking it with tape to the different windows of my car. I then made everyday journeys in the car around West Wales. The presented visual content is made up of a selection of these recordings, edited by myself using Final Cut Pro. Once the videos had been cut and visually manipulated, I imported the videos into Logic and began composing for each clip. 4 separate videos are presented on screen. Each video serves as the visuals for a sound world. I composed with the idea that each clip is part of a journey and each sound world is a perspective, literally and figuratively. I composed a soundscape for each clip individually but tried to think of them all as a whole. I decided to work binaurally because this gives much more freedom in placing the sound world sonically with the matching clip, and also bring a much more immersive feeling. I tried to relate each clip as well to a feeling on how I felt emotionally. Journey 1 was composed by cropping a shot from the windscreen of the road lines, then looping to give a rhythmic effect. To me, the repetitiveness represents everyday life tasks which set a base for lives. The sound world reflects that as a distorted soft pad sound, constantly modulating with controlled randomness. Using tremolo and automation helps give the sound the feeling of motion. Journey 2 uses a clip filmed from the driver's side window that has been looped and edited to zoom in and modulate with color effects to present a distorted image. For this sound world, I composed using a harsh, relentless synth sound and used automation to evolve the sound over time. This is one of the more intense sound worlds and is made to feel this way to reflect the idea of the 9-to-5 commute. Journey 3 is made by filming a roundabout from the car. I used this clip because of the aesthetics. It provides a natural looping effect. When composing the sound world, I wanted to provide a sense of motion and space. To create this, I used an Astro Windy type pad and added reverb and tremolo to give it space and motion. I wanted to give the sense of hearing the world spin. Journey 4 was captured using the time-lapse function and then slowed down in editing to enhance the glitchy lo-fi feel. The visuals were captured from the back window of the car and gives this sense of moving forward while the horizon moves away. The feeling of this clip made me reflect on the idea of holding on to the past while still trying to be focused on moving forward. So when composing for this journey, I used a glitchy computer tone simulator to give an old broadband type tone. This holds relevance to me in this particular time in the world, and its reliance on the internet to connect the world in video calls, and it's the tipping point of reality becoming digital. In the future, I'd like to expand this idea further and make it into an interactive sound piece in which users can drag and drop video sound worlds into a surround sound system, creating a 3D ambisonic soundscape of visual and audio media.